Hello. Well, I got to do that, huh?
Nice to see you.
Good to see you guys, too.
How's your summer going?
Good. Nice to be back playing some ball.
How much of a relief, Matthew, was it to get that thing done yesterday? Is that the right word?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if that's the right word. I'm just happy to be where I am. I'm happy to be out here playing football. Love doing it with this group, and just excited about the year to come, to be honest with you, and that's all that matters to me.
Matthew, with AD's retirement, there's a Hall of Fame chasm in this locker room. How do you plan on stepping up as a leader to fill that void?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to continue to be myself, right? The best kind of leadership, in my opinion, is authentic leadership. That was what was so great about AD, to be honest with you. He was who he was on the football field. We all respected him for it. It was an unbelievable guy to follow. And I'm going to continue to just be myself and let these guys know what I'm all about. Come out here, try and lead this team, and push these guys as best I possibly can the way that I know how.
Matthew, in your deal being adjusted yesterday, did you feel you came out of that with what you wanted, whether it was financial or not?
Yeah, it was a good agreement. Like, listen, I'm happy to be where I am. You know what I mean? I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be playing. I'm excited about playing football this year, and that's what matters to me the most, to be honest with you.
Was there a moment when you thought you might not be out here today?
Don't even think about that kind of stuff, to be honest with you. In this business, I'm play to play, I'm day to day, I'm moment to moment. So I'm happy to be doing this. And today was a great start for our team, which was really fun to be out there with these guys. Got some guys back that haven't been out on the field for a while, so it was great to see those guys come out and practice. And shoot, we haven't done this in a while, so it's nice to be out here and throw it around, let these guys do their thing.
How much of a stress, if any, was it for you and your family, knowing that it was coming down to the final hours before campus?
Yeah, I mean, I do a pretty stressful thing for a living, so I'm kind of used to those kind of things. But no, I mean, to be honest with you, I'm happy to be where I am. I mean, I know that sounds over and over again, you're going to hear it, but that's just the truth of it. I'm not interested in kind of reliving my moment-by-moment feelings here or there, and but I am just interested in pushing this team and getting to play with these guys, for another season.
Last year there was this talk about energy around the team. There was talk about the young energy around the team. For the first day out here, what would you say is kind of the word of the day for you?
Yeah, I mean, I thought there was a bunch of that today too. We're surrounded, by a bunch of young talent on this team and guys that are hungry to prove themselves in this league, on this team, on the field, everything. And that's a fun thing to be around. And as veteran guys, we feed off that at the same time, try to lead them in the right direction, teach them how to practice like NFL players. But these guys came in, really in the spring and then have carried over to today, just really knowing what to do. And that's half the battle, so I'm proud of those guys.
Sean, I wanted to ask you about two players specifically, Colby Parkinson and Davis Allen. How did Davis Allen come over into year two, and then what's it been like getting to know Colby?
Yeah, I think, they both had nice plays today for touchdowns, which was great to see. I think that room is a really pretty awesome room when you look at it top to bottom. All the guys in there do an unbelievable job. Got a great coach in that room as well. So, it's been great watching, Davis mature and, coming to his own. I thought he did a really nice job in his role last year, and is excited to come out here and work again. And Parkinson the same, right? Like, always liked his game from afar, and it's been really fun to get to work with him. He did a great job of, being available in the spring for us and getting some work, and then, ready to go once training camp starts.
Last year you got, receivers coming in. A lot of people were unsure about them, but this year, you saw the growth with Cooper was able to do. You have Cooper. What are you expecting from these receivers this year?
Yeah, I mean, I think what they expect from themselves is to go out there and just compete at a high level, right? And that's with themselves, with each other, against the guy, across the ball. It's a really competitive room, which makes it great. I think, Cooper, Puka, D-Rob, Tutu, all those guys, man, they are just intrinsically motivated guys that come out there, work hard. They're pushing themselves, they're pushing the guys in the room, and then they're, in turn pushing our team because they're making our defense better as well. So it's a joy to have those guys and really fun to work with them.
Matthew, I got to ask you, what do you think of LMU's campus and dorm up there?
Yeah, it's been great. It's only been one day, but it's been really nice.
Sean was talking yesterday about how you guys had some conversations. He said they were really beneficial through the contract process. Just how would you say that process went? Just
yeah, same. I mean, I'm not sure exactly what he said, but yeah, I mean, it was. I'm talking to him all the time, and it's always great to talk with him about anything and everything. Yeah, it was good.
Couple more, guys. A year ago, it was really talked a lot about playing tennis in the offseason and doing things to improve your speed and agility. But as long as you played, did you do anything different this year?
It's all the old man, just country club sports that I can do. I can no longer run up and down and play basketball. So yeah, next year I'll be doing, what is it, shuffleboard or something. But no, I definitely I try to do different stuff during the off season, right? It's been a lot of years that I have been in a weight room lifting weights, getting ready for a football season or running lines or whatever it is out here. So as much as I can change it up at this point in my life in the off season while still getting a good workout, staying healthy, doing all the things that kind of coordinate with what I have to do when I do get out here, I think that's a positive. But I'm trying to change it up as much as I can in the off season, so I'm not just out here, running between these lines and lifting weights in a weight room. So
in terms of continuity in the receiving room, what does that mean to you? Just to have obviously.
Yeah, I mean, I think in any room it's huge, right? In any part of a team, I think it's a great thing. And it's one thing to have continuity; it's another thing to have continuity with a bunch of really good players. So that's a plus too. So excited to have all those guys back. Like I said, man, they're pushing each other, they're pushing our team, and that's what makes them great.
How's Steve handling How's Steve handling the adjustment?
I think he's done a great job. He did a great job all spring. I think he's going to continue to own it, right? Like it's not something that night and day you come in and you play guard and then you try to move the center and it's going to be like this. It's a process, but man, is he picking it up? Is he owning it? Absolutely. I'm excited, and obviously the physical talent is through the roof. So excited to work with him, and he's been great so far. Thank you. Yeah, right.
Thank you.
Let's go.
What's up, guys? Guys, go ahead. Kobe Turner, he got a little bit of a groin strain when he was training, but we're going to be smart with him. He partook in the walkthrough, and he's going to be in the meetings, so we're going to be smart with him.
So no designation?
No, nothing like that.
Coach, you've been around the league for years. You've seen several training camps. What makes training camp special, and what's your fondest memory of all those that you've been a part of?
Yeah, I think the fondest memory is really just starting anew every single year. I thought it was a good start today. I really like the way that our guys have come out. I really like the way the sun is just beating right in my eyes too. But I really like the energy of this team. The urgency. I thought they had a good joy with the way that they competed. But every single year is a new year, and today was a good start for us.
How did Stafford look today?
I thought he did really well. I thought overall, Gary, and I always go back and look at the tape, but I thought it was a good competitive day, really good back and forth offense and defense. There was some really good execution on both sides of the football, and like anything else, there'll always be things that we can clean up, but his command, his communication, I thought he got through some progressions really well, and obviously finished the day with a great red zone touchdown to Davis Allen, so that was a good positive.
Obviously it's going to continue to grow, and he's going to continue to learn as a rookie. But Jordan Whittington, what kind of a role do you see for him? What fit do you see for him with this offense?
Yeah, I think it's to be determined. I think he's a versatile skill set for us. We've obviously got some guys in that receiver room that are great examples for him to be able to learn from. Eric Yarber, Nate Shieldhouse, and Rob Calabrese have really done a great job coaching that room up. But, it's just the first day of training camp. I like the way that he's approached the offseason and did some good things today, but we got a long way to go. But I like what I've seen from him so far.
You talked about the touchdown to Davis Allen. Can you speak to the importance of the tight ends in this game?
Yeah, I think it's really important. I thought there was some really good stuff at the line of scrimmage. Nick Caley does an excellent job, Kurt, of being able to coach these guys up, whether it's in the run, the protection, or in the pass game. And so you've got to be able to use all five eligibles to be good at throwing the football. I think we've got some guys that can absolutely do that. Obviously, we know that we'll miss Tyler Higbee, but whether it's Davis, Hunter Long, and obviously Colby Parkinson, getting him, feel really excited about those three guys and what they can bring to the table. And we've got some other guys that provide depth as well.
Sean, how happened to Kevin Dotson?
Go ahead.
What happened to Kevin Dotson?
I'm not sure. I'll have to see. I know he needed to take a little break there and didn't finish out, but I don't think it's anything to be concerned about. Otherwise, I'd probably know about it.
Do you see any lingering effects of the injury that Kyron dealt with during the spring?
What'd you think today? It looked pretty good to me. I said it on a couple runs. I said, man, did I miss you in the offseason? So what I thought was cool, Sarah, is he's got such a good feel, such an ownership, such a good pace through the hole, and then I thought that elevated the rest of the backs. I thought Blake Corum had some really good runs. I thought Ronnie Rivers, Boston Scott. But I think it starts with Kyron, and it was great to have him out here. He's just got such a good energy that, this guy loves playing football. I love working with him, and certainly didn't see anything that looked any different than the stud that we know.
Couple more, guys. Ernest Jones back in the mix, too. The energy seemed really high.
It's very similar to Kyron Jordan in terms of what he provides for our team. Guys love him. I mean, when you're around Ernest, there's just this magnetism and charisma that he has, and made a couple plays out here, and it was really good to be able to see 53 out there leading the way today.
What's different? What did you think about Puka today?
Puka looked great. I thought, you can see he's really done a great job of working throughout the offseason. He and Cooper have really stayed at a really disciplined, detailed program, came in shape. He looks physically sturdy. I thought it was a good start. The one thing is this the first day of training camp, but he really started off on the right foot, made some great plays. I thought Matthew did a great job getting through some progressions, but he looked like the guy that we're counting on and want to be able to see him stack another day tomorrow.
What have you observed?
It seemed like they were making some plays out there. What's your expectation for them in this camp?
Yeah, continue to grow. I thought they did a great job. We played a lot of sticky coverage today. There was a lot of different tools that were activated, and I thought guys understood how to be able to play off of one another, know where their help was based on whatever coverage we were activating. And we got some guys that can really stay sticky, can really move, whether that's from the safety position, from the corner position. It's great to get Tre'Davious White out here. I thought that Kobe Durant, Darius Williams had great springs from the corner spot. And then to be able to see Tre'Davious White get out here, his resume is well documented, but he looked good. And then I thought we saw a lot from our safeties. Quentin Lake, Cam Curl showed up, and then it was good to be able to have John Johnson back. He looked very comfortable today.
Is Jay full now, or what's his workload?
He is. We'll be modified with his workload, but when he's out there, he is, full speed. But to say that he's going to take 100% of the reps, we'll be smart in terms of that work progression for him.
You've joked.
Last one, guys.
You've joked in the past about trying to hold Kyron back because of how all out he goes and everything he does. Is there any plan in camp about trying to preserve him for the regular season?
I think the thing we got to be smart is once we get into the regular season in terms of the amount of touches, but we'll be smart. We're always intentional about what those guys' workload progressions look like, but you don't get better at football without practicing, and you know that, Adam. But when I've kind of talked about that, what I'm mainly talking about is the amount of carries that he did a great job of being able to handle last year. But if you want to be able to hopefully get an opportunity to play after those 17 games, hopefully stay healthy through those 17, knowing what an instrumental part he's going to be, you want to be smart about that. And so that's where we can be mindful of it. But in the meantime, he's going to go. He's going to lead the way for that running back room, and I thought he started off on the right foot today.
Thanks, guys.
All right, thank you guys.
Get some sunglasses.